Hey, this is trainer and coach Josh, and this morning I'm doing some reading in a book called The 10X Rule, and this book is by Grant Cardone, and it is an amazing book. Chapter 21, called Excuses, prompted me to share this. Really powerful stuff. For those of us that are living life where we don't make excuses, when we find a way to make things happen, you're going to love the language he uses. For those of us that are still in denial and hiding and not taking responsibility for being the cause of our lives and the circumstances that we're facing, you're probably not going to like this chapter very much, but I really encourage you to continue to listen and to continue to see what blind spots you may have around taking responsibility for your current circumstances, your health, your finances, the quality of relationships, all of it. See if you can find a blind spot or two as you listen to this excerpt. Excuses. This is about time we should look at the excuses you're likely going to use to avoid making any of this happen. And he's talking about business here, but this applies to anything, whether it's your health, your finances, your relationship, even your spirituality. Everyone uses excuses. Most people actually have favorites that they employ over and over. I'm certain that yours are starting to emerge by now. So rather than ignore them, let's just go ahead and confront the little monsters so they don't distract you later. An excuse is a justification for doing or not doing something. I think the dictionary implies that it's a, quote, reason. However, in reality, an excuse usually turns out to be something other than the real reason that motivates your actions or lack thereof. For example, let's say that your excuse for being late to work is due to traffic. Well, that's not truly the reason you didn't make it to work on time. The reason you were late is because you left your home without enough time to allow for traffic. Excuses are never the reason for why you didn't or did do something. They're just a revision of the facts that you make up in order to help yourself feel better about what happened or what didn't. Making excuses won't change your situation. Only getting to the real reason behind it can do this. Excuses are for people who refuse to take responsibility for their life and how it turns out. Slaves and victims make excuses and will forever be destined to having leftovers, the other scraps. The first thing to know about excuses is that they never improve your situation. The second thing to know is which ones you use on a regular basis. Do any of the following sound familiar? I don't have the money. I have kids. I don't have kids. I'm married. I'm not married. I have to find balance in my life. I'm overworked. I'm underworked. Too many people work here. We don't have enough people. My manager sucks, doesn't help me out. Won't leave me alone. It's too negative. It's too jacked up. I don't like reading. I don't have time to study. I don't have time for anything. Our prices are too high. Our prices are too low. The customer won't call me back. The customer canceled the appointment. People don't tell me the truth. They don't have the money. The economy is bad. The banks aren't lending. My owner is cheap. Can't find the right people. No one is motivated. People have bad attitudes. No one told me. It's someone else's fault. They keep changing their minds. I'm tired. I need a vacation. The people I work with are losers. I'm depressed. I'm sick. My mom's sick. The traffic's terrible. The competition is giving the product away. I have such bad luck, and so on and so on. Are you bored yet? I know I am. I had to really reach deep into the recesses of my mind to come up with some of those. How many of these have you used? Go back and circle every statement you've ever heard come out of your mouth. Now go ask yourself, will any of these excuses ever improve your condition? I doubt it. So why then do so many people make them so often? Does it even matter? An excuse is just an alteration of reality. Nothing about it will move you to a better situation. The fact that, quote, the customer doesn't have the money will not help you close your deal. The fact that you, quote, only have bad luck is not going to improve the conditions of your life or change your luck. In fact, if you keep telling yourself that long enough, you'll start to expect it, thereby ensuring that things will continue to be bad. You have to start understanding the difference between making excuses and providing actual sound reasons for events. This book focuses on many differences between the successful and the unsuccessful, and a very distinct dissimilarity is that successful people simply don't make excuses. They're actually quite unreasonable when it comes to providing reasons, at least for failure as well. I never ask myself, or anyone else for that matter, why I was unable to bring my product to market, raise enough money, or make enough sales, because as far as I'm concerned, no answer will do. There are no justifications that will change these facts or situations, and any reasons I might provide are only opportunities yet to be handled. Any rationale you give yourself just gives someone else the chance to find a solution. Remember what I've said time and time again throughout this book. Nothing happens to you. It happens because of you. Excuses are just another component of this, and a major differentiator between whether you'll succeed or not. If you make success an option, then it won't be an option for you. Simple. No excuse exists that can or will make you successful. Engaging in self-pity and excuse-making are signs that someone has an extremely minimal degree of responsibility. Quote, he didn't buy from me because the bank wouldn't make the loan. No, he didn't buy from you because you were unable to secure the proper financing for a potential customer. The first statement assumes no responsibility for the event, while the other does, and it identifies a solution. Once you adopt a more advanced sense of responsibility and refuse to make any more excuses, then you can go out and search for a solution. As an added bonus, you'll avoid situations in the future.